Greetings, Team Texas. It's that time of year again, time for Imperial Session. Here we are today, and we're about a week out from everybody starting to travel out into the oasis of New Orleans, desert of Louisiana, for our next Imperial Council session. So first of all, we want to wish you traveling graces, and then just make sure that everybody has a great time and get there safely. All right, so starting off, a couple of things that we want to talk about in our greeting today. The first thing, as I said, 16 through 23, we'll be going to New Orleans for Imperial Council session. For those that do not know, please make sure that you go and download the Imperial Council app that has the schedules, and it has one for the Imperial Council for the Nobility and also for the Imperial Court for the Daughters. It's a great tool for you to be able to use and identify where you're going to be, when you're going to be, and at what time you need to be there. So please make sure that you go and download that app, and it is available in both Apple or iOS and also Android. So it's a great tool for you to have. Please make sure that you get out there and play with that a little bit before you get to Imperial Session. At the Imperial Council session, we want to talk about what's going to happen on Sunday the 19th. As you know, we will be having the memorial program that morning, but that afternoon, the Deep South will be hosting our day party, hospitality, and that'll be from 3 to 7. So please make plans to come out and enjoy yourselves with all the rest of the Deep South. We won't have a separate Texas hospitality this year, but we'll get back on that come next year with Baltimore. So we want to make sure everybody gets out and has a good time with that. Monday, both the Imperial Council and Imperial Court will, of course, have its opening ceremonies. Nobles, that is going to be the formal dress, white jacket, black pants, bow tie, and black shoes. Everything will be strictly enforced. So please make sure that you're in compliance so that no one gets turned away from the session. So we're going to kick everything off on that Monday, and then we'll have that going on. When we finish with the Imperial Council session opening that day for the nobility, the Deep South Shrine Coalition will have its meeting that afternoon in the same location where we're going to have the general session. We'll get together probably about 30 minutes after, so you don't have to leave anywhere. You can go and have a bio break and everything, come back. Please make sure that you bring your Deep South membership cards with you, so we make sure that we check everybody in and out that's going to be there at the session. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody there. Tuesday, for the nobility, we will have our annual elections, and we want to make sure that you are fully aware of what's going on. We will make our determination as far as to Deep South endorsements. We'll do that on Monday at our general meeting, so that information will come out to you at that particular point. But at the same time, we want to make sure that if you do not have the texting app that we put out for everyone where we can receive messages, please make sure that you take some time and text DOTX, all caps, to 84483. This will allow us to communicate with you from the desert of Texas as well as the Deep South as a whole. And that's going to be very important for us in case we have to send messages out in regards to results of the elections, or if there's any runoffs or whatever the case may be in that particular scenario. So please make sure that you do that. DOTX, all caps, to 84483. So go ahead and do that, and you should get a confirmation message once that's completed that you are signed up. We're also asking that on Tuesday that you go ahead and wear your Texas dress, which is the burgundy jacket, white pants, and white shoes if you have it. Please go ahead and wear that on Tuesday. We're looking forward to a good turnout. As you all know, when we go to New Orleans, it's always a large crowd. Wednesday, we're going to have on the 21st, we will have the Imperial Parade, our street parade. So at this particular point, hopefully you're going to make sure that you're going to be with us there for the parade. We're going to lead out on the 3rd Division. So if you're going to have vehicles in the parade, please make sure you have the appropriate signs. If you do not have signs, magnetic signs already for your vehicles, you can stop by the administrative office and order you some at Imperial Session. But by all means, you will have to have a magnet on your car if you're going to participate in the parade. So let's please make sure that we're there and we show a good, strong showing for the Desert of Texas, Team Texas, as we move forward. So we're looking forward to that. We're also asking that if you're going to be in the parade, that you also will make sure that you wear your, we're asking that you wear your Desert of Texas, the white Dickies. You don't have to, but we're asking so that everybody will look the same. We know we have more people that have the white Dickies than the new chocolate ones that we have, but of course the white will be much cooler for you because it will be warm for our Imperial Council parade. So please make sure you do that. Also on Thursday, we will have the Imperial Council and Imperial Court joint ball. And so we're hoping that we'll have a large participation on that. If you're interested, please get in contact with me directly. We're going to have a Desert of Texas table, and we have some spots that are open. So if you're going to be going to the joint ball, please make sure that you get in contact with us so we make sure that we have enough seats to accommodate everyone. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to wrap up what we're looking at addressing as it relates to the Imperial Council session that's coming up. Again, make sure, nobles, make sure that we keep an eye on our daughters. Everybody needs to be mindful of their whereabouts. Please make sure that you use the buddy system as you're traveling. As well for the nobles, try not to move around New Orleans too much by yourselves. And by all means, want to make sure that our daughters are watched over and everything. So make sure the daughters aren't out walking around by themselves. Just take your time and escort them where it is they need to go. So let's take care of each other while we're there in New Orleans. All right, so moving on to some other administrative items that we have that are coming up probably before we do anything with our next message. Everyone by now should have received statements from the Imperial Council in regards to your blanket insurance policies. So make sure that you get those all taken care of. They're due by the 1st of September, and you should have all of the information necessary to get that in. By now, everybody should have their policies canceled, and you should have your rebates or your refunds in. If you're having problems with getting any refunds, please get in contact with me, and we have some resources to assist you with making sure that that gets done in a timely manner. Be sure and understand you need to cancel your insurance policy as well as your bonding, because the policies that we have now, they cover both the insurance and the bonding. So you don't have to have either one of those moving forward. If you're going to pay 1st of September, if you want to pay 50%, you have to pay 50% of it the 1st of September, and the other 50% will be due on the 1st of March. The bills that you should have will be based upon your membership as of 15 January when we turn in our reports and everything. 15 January would be your membership numbers, and that is what will drive your premiums for your insurance policy. So you should receive a statement from Imperial Council to take care of that. Let's make sure everybody gets those done in a timely manner. Also, the Imperial Potentate has issued out a letter regarding harassment. We're going to be in close quarters with everyone. Please let's make sure that we do not create any situations for any of us moving forward. Everybody knows that we're going to have a good time. Be a lot of camel's milk that'll be flowing, but we need to make sure that we are conducting ourselves in an appropriate manner and not creating harassing situations for anyone on the noble side or the daughter side. So we want to make sure that we take care of that. It's not tolerable in our organization, and any incidents of that will be dealt with swiftly. So make sure we take care of that. One of the things that's going on, nobles, you know that you are mandated to have a voter registration drive in the month of September. Let's make sure that we get that information out. Make sure you go to a high traffic area. Let's try and get as many folks registered as we possibly can. Even though the Imperial Council says that we have to do that in September, that can't stop. We have to also continue to push through, as we all know that the midterm elections will be coming up in November. So let's push through, make sure we get as many folks registered as possible, and don't stop with your program at that particular point. Look for opportunities to make sure that we can get those who cannot get to the polls. Find ways to help them get those there, especially our seniors that can't drive. So let's make sure we take care of that. And then first and foremost, and probably even just more importantly, is make sure that we all go and vote. We don't need to speak about anybody's conditions in the country. You already know. But it's important that we do not abdicate our responsibilities and make sure that we vote, register folks to vote, and then make sure that we take care of all of those things. That's about all we have for you right now. We'll be looking forward to another message for you in the coming months. as we get prepared for our January 2019 workshop, which we'll hold in the Oasis of Austin. And so we'll be getting some of that information out to you, and ask that you go ahead and get your reservations done by the time we release that information to you. Get your hotels and everything. We're looking to have a great time. We're going to try and do some things that are going to be very valuable to you. We have some guests that are going to come in and speak to you, and we're just looking forward to doing some very productive things. Thanks for all the work that you have done. Let's get out there and do all of our book drives and school supplies, make sure that the kids have what they need as far as going to work, and then let's move on through the rest of the year. I know it's right off in the middle of ball season for us getting started. We'll have some additional information for you that'll come down the pipeline. I know a lot of folks have heard some directions and things in regards to our conduct and our riding at these balls. You have the policy, you understand what it is. We'll address it a little bit more when we get to Imperial Council, but right now, that's the policy. Let's adhere to it. So that being all I have to say tonight, I want to say thank you for all the work that you've done. Good luck in the next couple of months, and we look forward to seeing everybody at Imperial Council session in about a week and a half. Take care. God bless.